Hello, everybody. You know me. Okay, no, you don't, but you know who I am. I'm Misa J, and WWE Raw. It's the Raw after Money in the Bank, so let's get right to it. Was it worth it? Okay, so also, I'm your Smart Wrestling Alliance Heavyweight Champion once again. Thank you, Money in the Bank. That's 2 years in a row where I win the title at Money in the Bank. That's just Money in the Bank is my special pay per view, I guess. Yes. All right, let's get right to it. The show starts off with Alexa Bliss and her celebration with becoming the Raw Women's Champion. Third time this has happened. Five-time champ overall. And this she comes out, she swerves the crowd again, and then yeah, it basically ends with her telling off everybody, really. Ronda Rousey then comes out, and Alexa Bliss just tears in to Ronda Rousey, causing Ronda to just get really angry and start attacking her. Kurt tries to get her off, but then judo throw to Kurt. More beat down on Alexa, then more beat down on Kurt, then beat down on referees, and then she throws Alexa Bliss through the table. I thought this was a really strong, crazy way to open the show. And backstage, we see that Kurt Angle has suspended Ronda Rousey for 30 days. So Ronda won't be seen for a whole month. Yeah. Overall, though, it was it was exciting. It was a lot of fun, and Alexa Bliss is so great on the mic. She can do no wrong. Yes, it was worth it. All right, then we had Seth Rollins come out and do his whole "I'm a fighting champion. Let's have a match right now." Open challenge, and Dolph Ziggler accepts. And this was a really strong match. A lot of back and forth. Um, and throughout the match, you hear Coachman, Cole, and Graves talk about how he may be doing, Seth Rollins may be doing a little bit too much. He just got off of a huge title defense, and he might be putting his body through too much. And that doesn't really come into play in the end. Seth Rollins is he's getting ready for the stomp, the curb stomp. Drew McIntyre climbs up the apron, but Seth Rollins beats him down. A roll up, kick out. A roll up from Dolph, Seth kicks out. A roll up from Seth, Dolph kicks out and counters it into another roll up, but this time he pulls the tights. And 1, 2, 3, your new Intercontinental Champion is Dolph Ziggler. Who would have thought? After that, a after-match beatdown with Claymore zigzag combo, and yeah, this match was worth it. It was really, really good, really strong match, and a surprising end that actually got the crowd shocked. Like, people in the crowd were either completely happy and cheering or completely shocked and confused. That's awesome. And after that, we had a backstage interview with the newly crowned title holder, Dolph Ziggler, and his partner in crime, Drew McIntyre. And I will have to say, this was a great interview. They did a great job. The amount of character that Drew McIntyre has is fantastic. But yeah, so basically, yes, the interview was worth it. But what you have to come down to is they're basically teasing a massive gold run. So I have a feeling the B team is going to lose, but then Drew and Dolph are going to win the tag team titles, possibly at SummerSlam. That would be cool. And yeah, if you have Dolph as IC title and both of them as the tag team champs, does that mean Drew McIntyre then becomes in a feud with whoever wins the Universal title from Brock Lesnar. I'm thinking it's going to be big man versus big man, Drew versus Braun. That should be really cool pairing. Yeah, it was worth it. Let's move on. Then we had Bobby Roode versus Kurt Hawkins, and 5 seconds later, Bobby Roode wins. No, it wasn't worth it. All right, Braun Strowman had a promo, and he was basically saying that whenever Brock Lesnar decides to show his face, he's cashing in and gonna be Universal Champion. That's gonna be awesome. And he did a great job on the mic, and he definitely made holding the briefcase really prestigious, really important. That was really cool. And Kevin Owens comes out. He congratulates him. He's like, "Hey, let's use each other. Let's just team up and get what we need to get." And they shake hands, but like Braun Strowman is not really. He's not interested, so he tries to get him up for a running power slam, but Kevin Owens scoots out, and that was really cool. All selling what happened to him at Money in the Bank. Good stuff here. Kevin Owens is great when it comes to character work. I love the bit where when he realizes that Braun Strowman was not letting go of his hand, he just like his facial expressions were bloody fantastic. So yeah, it was definitely worth it. Then we had the B team do a little promo on the Woken Universe, or the Leader of Worlds, and yeah, it was really funny. Bo Dallas as his brother Bray Wyatt was so great, and the fact that it was so spot on made it even better. It was really funny, it had me laughing. Yes, it was worth it. And we actually had the match of the Woken Universe, Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt versus Heath Slater and Rhino. And surprisingly, they gave Heath and Rhino a competitive back and forth and gave them offense, but it was a really, really short match, ending exactly how you think it is. So the tag team division on Raw is completely destroyed. They really need something to fire it up again. Hopefully it's Drew and Dolph, and bring in 2 or 3 more teams to rise up. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it ends with the kiss of deletion. Matt Hardy gets the pin on Heath Slater. Woken Universe win. It could be worth it if they actually gave them time to speak, but no. I'm going to have to say it wasn't worth it, only because it was just that predictable nonsense that we've come to expect from the Woken Universe, where they had so much going for them, and now it's just match, win, but no character building, no storytelling, and it's kind of really frustrating. And then we had Jinder Mahal come out, and he's saying that he is completely tranquil. He has tranquility. We have Chad Gable already in the ring. He has the jobber entrance, and he does the job. He takes the loss after the Colossus. 1, 2, 3. Another really fast match. They did give Chad Gable a good bit of offense, but because it was a fast match, a really fast match, didn't really mean anything. So yeah, Jinder Mahal wins. It sucks that Chad Gable has now been lost in the shuffle, because he's a great wrestler. I have to say, no, it wasn't worth it. Even with the good character work, even with the good strength shown from Chad, overall, when you look at it as a whole, no, it wasn't worth it. Then we had Sasha Banks and Bayley versus the Riot Squad. And before the match, Bayley and Sasha had a whole makeup. Riot Squad destroyed stuff backstage. Just your standard stuff from the two teams. And the story here was that Bayley was trying to be a good friend to Sasha, but just basically belittling her every chance that she got. Um, Sasha getting really frustrated with Bailey's shenanigans. That they tagged themselves in quite a bit, and Riot Squad just taking advantage of not only Sasha Banks' back from Money in the Bank, but the dissension in the ranks. And yeah, I thought it was a really fun match. And they actually gave the correct win here to the Riot Squad. The Riot Squad got the win. That's the correct decision. It was Sarah Logan over Sasha Banks, and another tight. The amount of tights being pulled the past week has just been ridiculous. Happened on 205 Live. It happened on Money in the Bank. It happened here at Raw on 2 separate occasions. Okay, you can hold off on tights pulling for a while now, WWE. We don't need to accidentally see people's butts. But yeah, it was a good match. At the end, of course, they were upset with each other. Sasha Banks pushes Bailey. Overall, yes, it was worth it. And quick follow-up.
Are you kidding me?
And then quick follow-up. Sasha Banks and Bailey actually do get into a scuffle backstage. Bailey being the one to take the first shot fully. And then Sasha Banks later on in the night just zooms off out of her inner car. She just leaves. Bailey throws a water bottle at the car. It connects. Yeah. Finally, they are pulling the trigger, I think. Alright, then we had Kurt Angle come out, and he has an announcement that there will be an announcement. I don't know why WWE decided to start doing this. It's really frustrating. But yeah, basically the announcement is that there's going to be a multi-man match, and the announcement of who's going to be in the match is going to happen next week. Why didn't you just do it today? Whatever. Roman Reigns comes out. He thinks he's champion. Bobby Lashley comes out. He thinks Roman Reigns can't get the job done. They start arguing. The Revival comes out. They challenge Roman and Bobby to a match. It's happening. The whole bit with the promos and Kurt Angles and stuff, no, it was not worth it at all. It was basically saying, hey, we have a big announcement, but you got to wait another week before we even tell you what that is. Well, we at least know in Extreme Rules, Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns are going to be in a match together, and hopefully, I'll get to that in a bit. Let's get to the match. It was the Revival versus Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns. And yes, the team you thought will win did win. Bobby Lashley, Roman Reigns. It ends when Bobby Lashley tags himself in and spears Scott Dawson? Or was it the other one? Spears one of the Revival guys, and 1, 2, 3, Bobby and Roman win. But the whole dissension between the two of them in the ring was really cool, and if it leads them into a feud against each other and keeps them out of the title picture for a while, that would be great. Turn Roman heel, because I feel like he would do a lot of great stuff as a heel. And yeah, no, it wasn't worth it though. Yeah, they did give the Revival a bit of offense, and they did look good, but overall, it's just burying the Revival even more still. No, it wasn't worth it. Let's just move on. Then we had No Way Jose versus Mojo Rawley, and No Way Jose comes out in the conga line, and Mojo Rawley gets the jobber entrance. But surprisingly, he's not the jobber here. He actually picks up the win. Maybe this is a push for the beginning of a push for Mojo Rawley. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with No Way Jose. He has done absolutely nothing. He has lost to Baron Corbin in their feud. And if he starts a feud with Mojo Rawley, I think he's going to lose there too. So they called up Mojo Rawley just to be a glorified jobber, I guess. Whatever. Sure, let's say it was worth it because we got Mojo Rawley basically saying he's going to be focused and going to start winning. Let's see if he can hold on to that statement. Then we had Elias have his concert. Yes, it was worth it. Duh. Just I don't want to spoil it. Go check it out. The song is titled "What Would Elias Do," and he's just a great heel. He's bloody funny and fantastic in the ring. So go check that out. All right, and our final bit of the night, we had Finn Balor and Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens, and this match gets made behind the scenes, which it was a funny segment. And it was basically Baron Corbin comes. Finn Balor goes to Kurt Angle and says, "I want in that multi-man match." Baron Corbin comes out and says, like, "Yeah, but I don't think you've actually earned it." Kevin Owens comes out and talks bad about Finn Balor. And then Finn Balor is like, "Yeah, you don't even know when trouble is right behind you." And the camera zooms out and Braun Strowman is standing right behind Kevin. That was really funny. That was a great visual. And that leads to this match. And this was a fun match, a good match. I wish they would have given Finn Balor a little bit more offense because he was definitely taking most of the punishment here. Kevin Owens' selling of Money in the Bank was great throughout the entire match, throughout the entire show, really. And Braun Strowman looks really, really good. One of the coolest things was Finn Balor going for a tag, but then getting picked up into a deep six out of nowhere. That was cool. One of the funniest things is something I was thinking is like, okay, you see Finn Balor getting beat up quite a bit. Braun, why don't you just go into the ring and drag Finn to your corner and then tag yourself in? And then he ended up doing it. That was great. This match was worth it. Fine. Whatever. It ends, however, with Finn Balor eating the end of days, 1, 2, 3, Baron Corbin and Kevin Owens wins. I don't really care for that ending because it is a downer ending, but the match itself was worth it and it was really cool. So, yeah, there you go. Overall, it was a fun show, and it was made even better with the running storyline of no matter what Kurt Angle was trying to do, everything was going wrong for him. He would either get interrupted, or he'd get beat up, or he got belittled, or people would beat each other up, and he's just like, okay, this whole show is a runaway train. I can't take control at all, and he just leaves. Great stuff. Great storytelling. And if Raw incorporated a full-on story from hour 1 to hour 3, it'd be a lot more engaging and interesting than just jointed stuff. So start doing that more often, WWE. Overall it was worth it. It was fine. It was fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave us those sexy likes. Don't forget to share to all of your friends and enemies. If you like what we do, please subscribe to the channel and become a part of the Smarky family, and hit that notification bell right after so that way you are notified when we go live. We go live most Sundays for our Shooting with the Smarky Family podcast. We go live for most pay-per-views as well, and it's just a lot of fun, and you want to be notified when that happens, so ring the bell, ring it. Thanks again so much for watching, and until next time, it will be awesome.